Guys. I hope you guys are having a great Monday morning. I just wanted to hop on really quick just to remind you guys that even though it is winter, you can still have an amazing tan all year long with our products. And right here, I'm sure you guys are so super familiar with our products. We have here, I just brought the traditional um, face self tanner and the body self tanner. And as you guys know, we recently launched shades. So we have the medium to dark and we have the fair to medium shade now. So these are great for any skin tone. I always recommend when they ask me if they're new to our self tanners, like which one would it be best for my skin? Or how can I avoid looking orange? Or how can I get just like the best experience? And one of the first questions I ask is, what would you consider yourself to react when you come in contact with the sun? Are you the type that burns really easily? Or are you the type that tans really easily? So if you burn really easily, I always go for the fair to medium because that one is just, it has more, it just has less CHA. So it definitely would help avoid all those orange tones that you might get if you go straight to our medium to dark. If you have really fair skin tones or just cooler undertones, such as peach or just more neutral pinks, that would be the one that I would recommend. Again, for if you're really fair, if you're really light complected, I would go for the fair to medium. If you tan really easily, like myself, I have medium olive undertones, so I definitely have used the medium to dark, and that one has the best results for me. Um, the fair to medium also works, but if I want a really rich tan on the first go, I just go for the medium to dark. Again, I do have medium skin tones. As you can see, I have more yellow undertones, more olive. So that's the way I go. Pretty much just how help people if they have questions on which shade works best. So once you have your shade all nailed, once you're like, okay, this is going to be it, it's going to be the shade I'm going to use. Again, you can always, if you're entirely not sure, I would just start with the fair to medium. And if you're like, okay, I definitely need a little bit more, I need a boost, it's not really doing much. For my skin tone, just bump yourself to the medium to dark. So those are going to be the best procedure in my opinion. If you're not sure, or if you just want to try it out, definitely just be careful if you just not sure because you don't want to end up with too orange. So, but yeah. But what I want to tell you guys about is skin prep. So I know self tanning can be a little bit daunting. You want to make sure that once it develops, you don't want to have any patches, any streaks. You want to have the best possible outcome as you can. So for that, I recommend to use our dry bristle brush. That one you can use to lightly go like this. You can scrape the surface of your skin. And again, this will help get rid of all the dead skin, all the dry patches, anything that can definitely the lotion or mousse or spray can adhere to. If it's something that you don't want it to be tanned, you definitely want it off your body, such as patches, dry skin. And this one, this little guy helps a lot. It does have the little nodules for cellulite massaging. So, um, cellulite is normal, totally normal, but this one can help reduce the appearance if that's what you're looking for. So, not only does it have the brush, but it also has these cellulite nodules that it can help you even out your skin texture just a little bit. But again, there's really nothing wrong with cellulite. We all have it. I have it. I've been having it for years, and it's totally fine. But I get that some people don't like the appearance, so for that you want to use this. And this is used on dry skin. It is called a dry brush, so you don't want to use it in the shower because the wood just a material. It's not meant to withstand humidity. It's not meant to be on the, underwater or anything like that. So you want to use this before you jump in the shower. And then if you would like more exfoliation, you want to use a body scrub. Here I have one of the 4 guys that we currently carry. This is the coffee and sugar body scrub. So this one, you can use it all over your body, especially in areas that are really dry, such as your elbows, your knees, and anything in between. And if you guys haven't seen it, it is, oh my God, it smells like a coffee house. This is so divine. This is probably the first one that I've ever tried, I think, and I fell in love with it. It is a great scrub that it's gentle enough to not irritate or break your skin, but it's strong enough to actually remove a layer of your dead skin. If you have dry patches, it'll get it out, and it is super moisturizing. What I love about this is that once you put it on and you wash it off, you definitely feel the layer of the oils that it has in here because it is so moisturizing. So it's something that you want to check out if you haven't, because it is one of those products that, okay, well, there's so many body scrubs out there in the market. Why would I try this? Well, this one, it won't strip your skin. It won't make you feel dried out. It won't make you feel all stretched out. It would just make you feel really moisturized, really exfoliated. It is great after you shave. Oh my God, it is a godsend. So you want to use this for your body. And for the face, you want to go ahead and use a scrub. If you're going to apply our little guy over here, a facial tanner, you want to use an exfoliant agent. And the one I have right here, it is our facial scrub, the Supervert and Chlorophyll facial scrub. So you want to cleanse your face. We do have a multitude of face washes. We do have face bars that I didn't bring, but if you guys are familiar with our brand, or you can use your own, you want to make sure your face is clean, and then you want to go ahead and exfoliate to again get rid of the dead skin, any patches that might cause the self tanner to adhere to, because once it's on, it's going to be on. So if it's going on and you have a lot of dry skin, a lot of areas where are definitely affected by, dry patches, it'll cling onto that and it'll make it look darker. So it'll make it look spotty, if that makes sense. So we don't want that. We definitely do not want that. So you want to make sure that your skin, I always like to think of it like a canvas. You want to make sure that it's just super, super, super smooth, as smooth as you can, because once it's on, if you guys aren't familiar, once it's on, it does take a little bit to develop. It takes about 6 to 8 hours, but once it's developed. It's not going to come out. It can be a blessing in disguise if you didn't follow the proper procedures. Again, it's not hard, but it can be, if you miss some steps, it can definitely be detrimental to your application. You want to have the best that you can. So another thing that I always use is, of course, our mitt kit. So if you purchase from us, you know that there's 3. If you haven't, I'll show you guys. So we have 3 mitts in our mitt kit. So we have the exfoliant mitt, little square guy. He looks kind of like a sock. So again, you can use this in the shower after you've used this guy. You can use this guy as well. So this is to exfoliate yourself. You want to make sure, again, that you are as smooth as you can for the best application. So you can use this if you don't want to use a body scrub. You can use this with your soap, with your body wash. So this one is great. Once you get out, you want to use our cream, our lotion, our mousse. Even if you use our spray, I always recommend to use a mitt, because when you're spraying it on yourself, yeah, it's going to go on, but I always just like to pat dry. This is if I'm using the spray. If I'm using the lotion, I apply the lotion on my mitt and I go by circles, because You'll, if you use a lotion, you'll definitely see with the mousse as well, you'll definitely see where it's going. And that way, you know there's going to be no streaks. So you want to use this. A lot of people, they say they don't like to use it, but I always recommend it only because there's steps that make it, these things, it's definitely a crucial step because it'll help you with streaks. You won't get streaks. Like even if you get some, it won't be as bad because um, this is definitely going to help even out the application. So we also have the this little guy for your face. So again, I like to put the product, personally, I put the product on the mitt and then I rub it on my face and then I want to make sure that it's going. I want to make sure that it's all set and dry. And then I just wait a little bit. I want to say 10-15 minutes for it to set on your body because if you put clothes on, it might take, like if I put a shirt on right after, you definitely can, but I personally like to wait just because I don't want any streaks or any reason whatsoever why I should have a streak. So these guys are definitely a godsend. You can wash these after every application. I would not recommend to put them in the washer only because they're very delicate. I would recommend to just wash them with mild soap and warm water. And then once you're all done, you can just set them to dry like this. I always just set them to dry like this. They stay like that, so they'll be all dry. Once they're dry, put them in its protective case. That way they're not getting all dirty, and you don't have any debris in it or anything like that. You don't want to close it or you don't want to put them in here if they're wet because that's just going to give room for, fungus or mildew or anything gross that might grow because of humidity. You do not want that, especially if it's going on your face, on your body. I mean, you don't want that anyways. Definitely not. For your back, we have this guy. The back applicator, which is made out of the same material as our self-tanning application kit. It is exactly the same. The way you go, you just go on it and then you just kind of go like this. If you guys have ever used a back scrubber, it's literally the same thing. It has these little handles which are great for control, for just, moving it around. You don't have to like stretch and break your back to put your self tanner. So don't want to injure yourself. You definitely want to get one of these guys. If you don't have a partner or a friend or anybody that can help you tanning on your back, this is the one to go. Even if you just don't want anybody in there with you, why would you want that? But if you do, do you? But if you don't, definitely this is the guy. So I am so happy I was able to talk to you guys. I have linked we do have a blog post. It is called How to Have the Perfect Self Tan Even in the Winter. And all of our blog posts are on our website on the Explore side. It's the B blog, I believe. Hold on one second. The beautiful blog. And Be Natural, I'm sorry. And I have linked it on this video and I'm sure you guys can see it. If not, please let us know. We can always send it to you, but I have linked it and it'll have all the information I just covered. Very, 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 very basic stuff, but you can always read on that. You can always ask your friends if they've tried our product. You can always ask us. We'd be more than happy. Again, we're available via chat, via email, via DM. So if you guys have any questions or again about what shade or what products to use to prep or this or that, we are always more than happy to answer that. So I'm happy I got to spend some 15 minutes with you guys this beautiful Monday. If you guys have any more questions, please let us know. We'll be available. Thank you. Bye.